Hey, what's going on, everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Walmart exclusive Imperial Officer Dark Times from the Andor television series. So I've really enjoyed Andor, and it was nice to see this period of time in the show, even if it was just briefly. But I am always excited to get more Imperial officers for the display. And of course, this comes in the Galaxy packaging. Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see the figure. He comes with an SE-14R blaster pistol. And here we have Star Wars Andor and Imperial Officer Dark Times. On this side of the box, the front window wraps around. Then you got Star Wars The Black Series again down there. There's the side with the artwork. It's a pretty cool picture. Now, this guy looks a little more intimidating than this guy, but it's a nice picture. The color for Andor is gorgeous. Got a small window on the top of the box. Bottom is the barcode, some logos, and some mouse print. On the back, you have the same picture as the side. You have just a synopsis of the show in 5 different languages. This officer's number 2 in this line, and then you got some warnings down there that no one pays attention to. All right, I'm going to get the Imperial Officer Dark Times open, and let's take a look at him. All right, so here is the Imperial Officer Dark Times out of the box, and I must say, this is a good-looking figure. Despite being all black, and there is some reuse here and there, but it works. You know, this guy's an officer. It totally works, but man, this figure just looks great. Let's start up here with the head. Let's get a close look. So this hat is part of his head. It is sculpted on. It does not come off, but the detail's great. You know, right here on the front of it, the little brim, that looks good. Silver's nice and clean. All these lines back here. It's a good texture. It feels nice. Yeah, cool looking hat. Now this face, it looks really good. The eyes look good, nose. The mustache is awesome. Mouth, skin tone, some little eyebrows up in there. The face looks really good, but this face, I think it looks like Ned Flanders. You know, it's right? It's a little too friendly of a face, you know, to be an officer. This guy should be a little more stern. You know, this guy's giving orders. It should be a little more stern. You know, this is a very friendly face. You know, this looks like somebody that wants to sell you a car or something, you know, but it does look great. And moving on to this, like a cape slash poncho thing, rain poncho. It looks good. I don't think they could have captured any of this detail if they had done this in cloth. You know, this is nicely done. All the detail back here is just great. Collar looks good. All this stitching, if you will, looks fantastic. The folds and waves. It's just a cool looking poncho. Love it. Now, the fact that it is plastic, you know, it's a little bendy, but at the same time, it's kind of, you know, confining. You know, the arms are trapped in there. The arms are kind of hard to move a little bit. And of course, the legs are, you know, trapped a little bit. But man, it looks phenomenal. So the rank, I'm pretty sure this is a lieutenant, you know, 4 blues. Very clean. Love it. This front piece, I don't recognize all this. This may be new. You know, comment below if I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong, but I don't recognize this whole torso piece. But you got some code cylinders there. Got a little pocket sculpted in. It just looks cool. The belt is very nice. The silver is very clean. I love all the detail in here. So the arms are from Tarkin and Piet and Veers. You know, same arms. The hands are more like Piet's hands. You know, got a trigger finger on the right. But all the wrinkles in here, you know, especially inside here, match up. So I'm pretty, you know, about 100% sure that they are from Tarkin, Piet, and Veers. There's the left arm. He's got a trigger finger on the left, but this one's really been out. Kind of weird. You know, but it's fine, just black. Legs are from Tarkin, Veers. You know, still has the pins. Yeah, but they look fine. It works. Boots, love the glossy black boots. You know, nice detail in here. Yeah, it's a very nice looking figure. And I think we can all agree that this is the guy that this figure is based off of, right? It's a striking resemblance, same outfit, face is very similar, but now we need some Phase 2 clones in this Andor line, you know, to flank this guy. That is almost necessary at this point. And as far as articulation, some side to side at the head, you have some front and back at the head. You have some pretty good down, some pretty good up, and some pretty good tilt. That's not bad. Now, as far as arms, yes, they are trapped inside here. And here, let me just kind of flip this thing up. You can fold this cape back on itself, and now it looks like he just jumped out of a building and he's falling. Yeah, it's kind of funny, actually. So the cape is glued back here, and you can see that the glue is starting to separate. So if you took the head off, you could get this cape off here, but since I have the cape up like this, you can see that the arms would go up to, the normal position, and they could rotate around if this cape wasn't in the way. Here, let me fold this thing back down. You've got single elbows. Here, I'll just do this one since it's out. Single elbows that just get to 90, and there's a swivel at the elbow, and both hands are hinged side to side. There's the left hand, and the right hand is also hinged side to side. As far as midsection, you've got some swivel right at the belt line. Not much in the way of crunch, not much back, and nothing in the way of tilt either. He's pretty solid in here. The legs, so the front of this thing is pretty stiff too. The legs, you'd really have to force them to get up. They go out. They actually go out pretty far. You've got double knees. Here, let me see. Being the same knees as Tarkin and Veers and Piet. So double knees. Yeah, they get up that far. There's a swivel at the upper thigh. Feet go down to there. They go up that far. And you've got some swivel at the ankle. So not the best articulation in the world, but the fact that he's an officer, he's probably just going to be standing there on the shelf. And here's the one accessory that he comes with. So this is the SE-14R blaster pistol, and this one looks really good. So this is the same blaster that came with the Death Trooper, and both of my Death Troopers pistols are warped badly. This one is actually nice and straight. The scope is pretty straight. The barrel looks good. Some great detail there on the grip. Yeah, very nice blaster. The other side is pretty much the same thing, but it's a good looking pistol. And as far as him holding this, oh yeah, that goes in the hand very nice. I love that. Yeah, that looks really good. Trigger finger right through the trigger guard, right on the trigger, right as it should be. And he looks really good just firing straight out with one hand. Yeah, I love that. And if you wanted to recreate the promo shot that we saw, that's what that looks like. I mean, you simply just fold the cape back like that, and it stays. Okay, yeah. That looks okay, like he's firing into the wind. That's not a bad look. Or if you just want to have the blaster kind of in front of him like that, that looks pretty good. And the fact that he has a trigger finger on the left, let's see how it goes in the left hand. Not bad. Okay. Not bad. The trigger finger is, like I mentioned, this trigger finger is a little longer, kind of sticks out, but it does go in the left hand. It kind of looks like he's exercising trigger discipline, finger not on the trigger until you're ready to fire. And yeah, that looks good. But since the trigger finger does look a little odd on the left side, I think I'm going to keep the blaster in the right hand, which looks very nice. All right, I'm going to go stick this fella on the shelf, and let's see what he looks like there. And there we are. And just like I thought, this figure looks awesome on the shelf. Despite being all black, the details are there. Poncho looks great. The face, despite being a very kind face looks great. Good looking figure. And you can see how he scales with some other characters there. Yeah, I can't wait to build out this whole Andor line of figures, further, because I really like all of them so far. Even B, despite being not as articulate as he needs to be, as far as the motion up here, he still looks good. Cassian, this guy. So far, I'm very impressed with this line. But yeah, again, this guy looks awesome. Great looking figure, despite being all one color. The details are there. This pocket, the code cylinders, the rank, right? Lieutenant Flanders, face looks good. Detail in the hat. The poncho, I just love it, right? They could not have pulled this off with cloth. It just wouldn't have worked. It would have looked silly. Now, yes, it's a little constricting as far as movement, but I'm fine with it. It's an officer. He's just going to be standing there just looking cool. Yeah, I'm very happy with this figure, but I want to hear from you guys. So please comment below and let me know what you think of this Imperial Officer Dark Times from Andor. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications. I'd certainly appreciate it, and I just thank you all so much for watching. See you guys next time.